Hello and welcome back to Frostpunk. My name is Valnek and this is episode 3 of my very first playthrough. We are around day 13 of the new home story scenario campaign. At this point, I have to admit I am pretty convinced that this new home is going to be the full story campaign without like cuts into separate levels or anything like that. The game is starting to open up so much more. There are so many events happening with our scouts. Research is being unlocked. We start to see how different laws affect the overall dynamic of the colony, and I'm really convinced that this is going to be like the full playthrough inside a new home. Now, for full transparency, I don't believe I will also then record more scenarios or endless mode or anything like that. Expansions, I don't know. I am dedicated to finishing the new home story campaign. After that, no promises. So back into the game. Let's pause and ponder for a moment. What is going on here? These are roads that are not finished yet? Do I see that correctly? Can I dismantle roads? We don't need these, right? These are still being constructed. Okay. Right, so in the previous episode we were able to avert what felt like inevitable disaster. I'm still very astonished that we managed to do so. We were able to secure more people by saving survivors out in the Frostlands. Our scouts really saved the day there. We had just sent the scouts to the sturdy shelter to see what's awaiting us there. And we had made several promises regarding food and heating. No additional tutorials. Okay, so what's this heating situation now? People seem not happy. What? Why is it chilly now? Didn't we have... Wait, secure at least livable living conditions in homes? At least. Okay, so chilly is too cold is what you're telling me. Oh, interesting. So maybe in the end, having built the houses so close to the generator was not that terrible after all, because all the people that were in range of the generator, they never experienced chilly housing, right? Or maybe they did when the temperature drops. Technology tree. The steam hub is almost finished. My hopes rest with the steam hub regarding the heating situation. And then on tier 1 we can research a power upgrade for the generator and a range upgrade for the generator. Which means we gain access to steam level 2. Goes up to steam level 4. Oh, we can... Interesting, we can turn on the different range settings if we have them researched. Wait, what is this? Medical post livable. Wait, what is that? What is that white or gray thing here? Oh, is that the on or off switch for the heater? I guess that's what it is. Right. Oh, I see. So this is an overview that also shows us all the heaters where we can individually turn on or off the heaters. Nice. Actually nice. We cannot heat the beacon, and the beacon is just cold. The cemetery is also just cold, but so we cannot heat the resource piles. I see. Is that why you want a gathering post? Because you see it has a base heating level of 1. And when you assign people to work at a gathering post and gather resources like this, technically their workplace is heated and they have low risk of falling ill? Does that make sense? Because what else is the benefit of having this this gathering post? The one thing that I do remember seeing in the stats in episode 1 was actually that the research post, not research post, gathering post, has a slightly increased rate of gathering resources, like 5% more or something like that. So instead of 40, they were collecting 42, compared to the same amount of workers sent to gather directly from a resource deposit, like a coal pile. I don't remember exactly what resource it was, but it was somewhere in the economy stats over here. Was it wood or steel or something like that? Maybe it was coal. I saw it somewhere here over there. Probably it was actually wood, considering the number. Oh no, wait, this is the sawmill. And the technology we unlocked regarding faster gathering is a 15% bonus, but independent of using the gathering post or not. And up until now, I never had the impression that distances actually mattered. I mean, we see people being rendered walking over to their workplace or going out on a hunt so that you can like click on them. But it never quite feels like the distances actually mean anything. So whether people are gathering resources directly from a coal pile and then, because we never see them running back and forth, right? So in a game like, I don't know, Warcraft, you have your workers run out to mine gold and then they run back to your central hub, or maybe even in this case it would be the stockpiles. But I don't seem to observe that anywhere. So people don't repeatedly run back and forth between the coal pile and the stockpile. Wait. Our coal storage is running full? Wait, what is this? No resource depots have been built yet? What does that mean? Coal deposits, no issues. No issues anywhere. Are you kidding me? So, production of wood per day. According to the stats, that's like 48 wood per day. Ah, full history. You cannot hover over the graph to see additional numbers. Okay. But so I take it that's the actual production. That's not bonus gathered from events. Because we had just received the resources from the scouts, which was like 140 wood. But that does not appear in the statistics here at all. I see, and the numbers that we see here are estimations for the next day. Okay, wait, where is that sawmill? But it says efficiency 0%. So I guess it will start working on the next day. And it has only 300 wood in range. Now the other sawmill we had built, or technically it's still under construction, might have more wood in range. Okay. So considering that the coal storage is very full, how do I understand? Oh, that's why the coal storage is so full. We just dumped all the available people into gathering coal. I see, we must have just recently withdrawn them. I actually don't remember exactly what we did in terms of workforce allocation. But I guess we just staffed the hunters' huts, right? Because that's the next big problem. We need to provide food for the people. Yeah, food rations less than a day. Not great. But hey, so technically the hunters' huts are working now. And they will bring back raw food the next morning. The efficiency is not at 100% in any one of them. And how much time do we have? We have a day and 22 hours left to face starvation. That could work out. I see that at least being possible. Okay, I guess we can. Turn on the time again. Things seem mostly stable, so the hunter's hut will finish very shortly, and then we will maybe be able to send out more people this night. Oh wait, nobody's collecting coal here? No, these people are accumulating coal. Oh, but there's people gathering coal here. I see, I see, I see. So, where do we have workers doing things that engineers could be doing? What about you? No, you're a hunter's hut. It's kind of crazy to think that the hunter's huts can only employ workers and we have only about 80? But so hold on, if every hunter brings back like 1 raw food per day and we process that in the food court, cookhouse, to 2 food per day, that means that if half our population is workers, almost every worker needs to be going out on a hunt? Are you kidding me? And we have 20 people in palliative care who don't work at all. Over here. What? This might actually not work out in the end. Let's return to normal game speed and then see what happens. So, what's the situation with the... Not hunters' huts. Where are you? Medical posts, medical posts, medical posts. Oh, so now people are recovering. I see. 16 hours, 18 hours, 17 hours. Okay. But hold on, 26 people are sick, but we only have 15. Beds for patients, right? Hold on. Medical post 1, 2, 3. Care house. Medical post. Yeah, it's really wild that you cannot click on the hunters going out at night. You can click on everyone else, not on the hunters. We were even able to click on the scouts going out on the expedition. Cold at home. So we are waiting for the next workday so that the technology can actually finish, and then we can look at this steam hub thingy and how that works. How exactly does it distribute heat? Because we do have 20 steel available. We could even build 2 steam hubs. And have a steel to spare. Hold on. The hunters had finished. The sawmill finished. You have 600 wood. But you don't have people available. So what if we withdraw the people from the Cold Thumper and send them out to the sawmill? I really think we need to build another medical post and another hunter's hut. But we don't have the people to actually staff everything. So, scouts, you will be at the study shelter in about 15 hours. How do we find more workers to work here? So the only worker numbers that I see are actually in hunters' huts. So we cannot redistribute more workers into hunters' huts, because everybody else is just sick. Great. Well, I guess we do resume normal game speed and then see what happens. Man, I really want to send more hunters out at night, but we don't have any more people. Which is crazy to me. Does that even add up? It says 79 people are workers, but we only have 4 hunters' huts times 15 people is 60. Where's the other 19 workers? What? Are they just in palliative care? One, two, three, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, but that's still 4 people missing. Anyway, be that as it may, I cannot keep track of every single individual person. 21 buried citizens. Holy crap. There's only 126 coal remaining in that pile. Oh, but there's 500 here, so yeah, we're good. We're good for now. At least we're alive. Not everyone's so lucky. Let's get to work. We can't let up now. So now that both sawmills are staffed, wait, so that means if a sawmill was working at 100% efficiency, I would get 48 wood per day. Okay. Well, if we can get some wood today to build another medical post, that would be really, really good. Because the number of sick is still too high. And I really hope that... Okay. We did get some raw food. That means the cookhouse can do things. So about these laws of yours. What? Find ways to battle hunger, sickness, and apathy. Why do I sometimes see that opening screen for the I was about to say tech tree, but this is like the civics, the laws. Adaptation. What? Will we unlock another set of laws that are not tied to adaptation? Interesting. So I was meaning to consider the child shelter, right? Also, now that we have the care house, what is this? Prosthetics. Everyone wants to contribute to the survival of our city. If we can bring amputees back to full fitness, we should do it. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after a day 21 hours, so more than 18 hours this time. New blueprint prostheses available in the factory. Amputees fitted with prostheses in medical facilities will be able to work again. But we don't have radical treatment, right? We do not produce amputees. Am I missing something? Use extra rations in medical facilities to speed up recovery? 10 food rations will be given to patients to speed up their recovery. Hold on, that means 10 food rations. Per facility? Or how do I read that? That's not 10 food rations per patient, right? With a cooldown of 1 day. Hold on. Food, health and shelters. Would the infirmary on tech tier 2 produce amputees then? That we could take care of with prostheses? Because I don't see right now how we could even have any amputees, right? I don't see an additional status that would indicate, oh, this is an amputee and cannot work. Yeah, we really need this infirmary? In the long run, at least. 33 sick. Man. Alright, so... considering that we technically have some engineers that are doing things that are not absolutely critical. Once they have gathered some wood on this next workday that starts just about now, we will have to put down another medical post. Probably just next to the other one over here. Guess the roads are already there. Yeah, fine. And then we will check out this heating situation with the steam hub. Okay, back to normal game speed. So, tech tree. Wood count. $22 wood. Stop. Steam hub researched. Oh. Right, that means we have unlocked everything on tier 0 except for the steelworks. Allows us to build steelworks, which cost 25 wood. And the steelworks extract iron ore from deep deposits and process it to deliver up to 40 steel per standard workday. Okay. I don't quite want to spend the wood immediately on this tech right now. So instead I'll get the engineers out of here and build... I need one more wood, right? For the additional medical post. So how am I to read this? Oh, most of the hungry have had a meal and are somewhat satisfied for the time being. Hope rises, okay. We were able to feed the hungry. But so this construction thing. It says 5 out of 10. Does it mean that 10 unemployed people could have been employed here for construction? And if there were no unemployed, the progress would still kind of be there, just not as quickly? I'm still so confused about this construction aspect of the game. However, wait, pause. Construction, tech, Steam Hub. Wait, that's not a Steam Hub, I clicked the wrong thing. Tech, Steam Hub. What? Oh. You what now? Heating overlay, where are the cold homes? All of these are cold, I see. So if we were then to build roads first, roads out here and out here, then we could build steam hubs at the end to heat the houses? Oh, I don't like that the medical posts are so cold as well. No, don't do this. Give me another road over here, and then we build another steam hub here, which would allow us to at least deactivate this one, right? Why do you not show me the range anymore? This is confusing. Okay, so if that steam hub is finished, it will provide additional heat to this medical post, which means that heater does not need to run. Instead, this one steam hub will heat all 3 medical posts for the same price that 3 heaters would, but in addition... No, it will actually heat 4 medical posts for the price of 3. And this tent would get warmer as well. Right. I see, that's cool. What's not quite clear though is... when a tent like this one is like half inside and half outside the range of the steam hub, does it still gain the benefits of that steam hub? I guess there's only one way to find out. But so hold on, we still had not signed off on any additional laws, right? I guess ceremonial funerals would be important at some point. But I'm more interested in this child shelter for now.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Hold on, but can we not check this immediately? Oh, I see. So yes, this would give us access to medic apprentices or engineer apprentices. Children from child shelters will help at workshops, speeding up research. What now? Only research? Education is the key to our future. Let's teach our children medicine so they can help with the sick. Children from child shelters will help at medical facilities, raising their efficiency. But is that in addition to the full staff? Or is that only to help out if the efficiency is not at 100%? Because you see, we have like 20 children right now. But we only have 5 working spots in our workshop. I guess on the one hand what they're telling me is, hey, do you not maybe want to build another workshop so that at least 10 engineers can work there? But we have so many sick. We have so many engineers occupied with medicine right now that I'm more interested in medic apprentices. So I guess once the 17 hours are done, we will look at that again. Livable living conditions in homes. Right, now that we have more wood, we probably should add new research. Steel wax. Right. Steel wax. Let's do it. And we have another 40 wood, so probably this child shelter thing can be built somewhere here. Not adjacent to street. Yes, we can rectify that. What's happening? Maintain at least livable living conditions in homes. Okay. Scouts have reached this sturdy shelter. Heck yes. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Search might provide wood, food rations, and steam cores? Why are there no people here? Explore. Sturdy shelter. The trail leads to another city. Interesting. The shelter's comfortable and well-equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail point. No, wait, what? A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Sites discovered Steel Bridge. Take the resources. I guess the scouts can just take the resources and continue. Hold on. Do we get additional events here? No. No, we don't. Okay, pause. Back to the map. So the scouts, I guess, can just go to the steel bridge in 13 hours. The trail goes over an elegant steel bridge that crosses a huge ravine. The bridge is remarkably snow-free. Interesting. So we still have 40 wood. Oh my goodness. These steam hubs really do provide a lot of heat. Holy cow. Heck yes. Nice. So hold on, where are all our medical posts? Wow, even the snow is gone from, like, most of the snow is gone from the roofs of these things. Huh. I'll have to get used to the new look. So there are no people working here. Right. That's not good. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we have at least 4 people working here. Let's send another one from Cole over to actually treating the people. Going to treatment. Recovery time about a day and going to treatment. About a day, 20 hours. About 20 hours. Okay, so in about a day, a lot of the sick people will come back, and then efficiency will be higher again. 3 sick absences in the coal pile. Wow. We have food rations for about a day. Well, I guess we need more people. Back to normal speed. So that child shelter, waiting for workers. But so this is the only construction that's going on, right? Coal pile depleted. Wait, what? Suddenly there's 9 engineers unemployed. Those might have to go to this coal pile then. Yeah, we need more people, more engineers, more workers, which is why I'm so interested in this child shelter, book of laws, medic apprentices thing, right? If we can free up some engineers from medical work, that would be great. So going to build on the brink of death. Yeah, back to normal speed. Come on, give me that. Give me that child shelter. Comfortable. Oh, you can set them to only heat during the workday. We have coal for about a day. That's also going to be the next big problem again. But maybe we can reduce the number of people working in the sawmill now that we have some wood and convert them over to coal. So construction here only started after 7 p.m. That's weird. Or does the construction really depend on people being unemployed or not at work? And so once their shift is done, they maybe eat something? And then they go do construction work after 7 p.m. and continue doing that until it's done, even if it takes until 4 a.m. and then they go to work at 8 again? Is that why sometimes construction was happening during the night? The child shelter is ready and the children are safe inside. People can work without worrying that something will happen to their kids. Hope rises! So you have the capacity for 15 kids. Children not in child shelter, 7. I'm still confused. So what can we actually construct now? Pause. The tech for steelworks is not quite done, but now we are starting to accumulate enough wood to make the drawing boards not quite so implausible. 50 wood is something, but I think we can afford that now. Five hours until the scouts arrive at the bridge. And we need more people. So how do we now do this medic thing? We need another 6 hours. Okay. Fine game. Fine. At 6 a.m. the kids go to work. Well, at least in some capacity. Yeah, this is not good though. This coal pile. Considering that this is not covered by a gathering post. Would it make sense now to actually build a gathering post next to this coal thing, where they can also gather steel? Oh. It actually highlights whether the steam thing is in range. Wait, not adjacent to street? Are you kidding me? No, it should be fine. Right? No, I think this should be fine. So we're down to 15 sick. Maintain livable conditions in homes. Comfortable. Really? The care house is comfortable? And everything else is livable? Victory! Vacant beds 3, 0 in care house? Really? With all the deaths? We even have available space now? Are things actually turning around finally? About 2 hours until the gathering post is done and the scouts arrive. Yeah, coal. One of our people died. Wait, what? Oh, but only 10 can work here. Due to lack of treatment. Holy crap. The bridge to Winter Home. Okay. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton? Search might provide automaton? What does that mean? A functional automaton. We stopped at the bridge of a deep white ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city, or disassemble it for resources. Sites discovered weather station and large convoy. What? The automaton will safely reach our city on its own. Is that a new resource? I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me here? It's like the symbol of like steel or wood, and it says 1. It's like almost like a resource. Or is that some kind of workforce? One machine that we can use as a workforce? The alternative is to turn off the automaton and dismantle it to get 89 steel and 2 steam cores. I'm too curious about this thing. Like, what can we do with it? Automaton sent to the city. We reprogrammed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. Ah, but that's also not good, right? If somebody set up that thing to keep the bridge snow-free, will our scouts then have trouble going back across the bridge if they cross it now? Hold on. Pause, right? Right, just make sure everything's paused. 1 automatons. It's really unclear whether this is now a resource or a workforce. But I guess you could count workforce as being resources, but whatever. Okay, so scouts, you have the choice. Large convoy. Send scouts here to learn more about this place. Several vehicles and tents. We can see people moving between them and smoke rising from a campfire. Wait, but this is not highlighted by the yellow dot. The weather station is. Unknown site, large convoy, and this is part of the search for the others' quest or mission? A tall building with some peculiar devices on the roof. It's most likely a weather station set up by scientists from Winterhome. Considering this is not part of the main quest, probably we go check out the large convoy first. Maybe. Maybe there are people here that we can convince to come to our city. Because we need people. We really, really need people right now. And our scouts are also carrying a bunch of resources right now that I would not mind having back in the city. So yes. Scouts, can you go check out the large convoy? What is this? The search for other cities. I was looking for this, but okay. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track. But raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? It's not a house, it's not a workplace. Why would there be people there? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? Oh, that's a good question. There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We will find out in Winterhome. Hope falls slightly. Why? Indications for other life. Survivors should raise a hope. Why does it fall? Okay, whatever. So, child shelter thing. Why is there nobody here? By law, children stay in child shelters. If relevant laws are passed, they will help with research or healthcare. Are they only here during the day? Another day, another shift. Well, that's life. We survived another night. That has to count for something. 10 gravely sick. 40 being treated in palliative care. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh, wait. The temperature will drop by 1 level. That's not great. But hey, we have the steam hubs up and running.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Excuse me? What is happening? Does the drop in temperature coinciding? Oh no. I see. We had a certain period where we had to maintain livable conditions. But now that the temperature is dropping, and that fell into that time window. Okay. Well, that's not great. So, every house is chilly. Well... But so, hold on. Does this not gain... Does it not gain +1 heating from
Get back to work.
the generator and another +1 from the steam hub? I guess it doesn't. Yeah, you see the background here around the generator has the exact same color as the background behind this steam hub. So there is no like additional heat for the overlapping area, unfortunately. Well, I mean, nobody's cold, right? Wait. What is happening? Hello? What is happening? A man from Winterhome? We found an exhausted man at the edge of our city. He said that he came from Winterhome, a settlement located not far from here, and that he was the last survivor. Winterhome is dead. Everyone's dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You're all doomed. You must escape. We are here. Those were his last words. So we are alone. We are alone. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we are alone. Hope falls. We should have stayed in London. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. This place is a deadly trap. We need to get out of here. Don't panic, we aren't dead yet. We have to learn from their mistakes. Holy smokes. Hope is falling to almost 0? Wow. What a turn of events. Winterhome has fallen. We're all dead? How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. I am truly wondering. Is this a scripted event that is unavoidable? Or if you are like fast enough and maybe reach another specific point somewhere along this exploration route for the scouts on an earlier day, like day 10, day 8, could you prevent this? Is it random? Was it random that we found 140 something wood in the moment where we desperately needed wood? These events are fascinating. And assuming not every single one of them is, you know, designed by hand, and every single one of them could turn one way or the other, and then you have multiple choices with maybe some randomness, whether, you know, when you send the survivors back without the scouts, how many die, if that's like random or stuff. Then every playthrough of this is like completely different, right? On the other hand, if every event is handcrafted, and there's no randomness in anything apart from the player choice of, oh, do you disassemble the automaton or do you send it back? Do you send the people back alone or do you escort them? Right? Then maybe more playthroughs are more similar, but then again the city design and the resource situation is probably always different and the number of people dying is different, so I guess the playthroughs cannot truly be identical, but fascinating, fascinating. How do I give them purpose, though? Choose your path? Whoa, 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 whoa. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They have lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. So if we choose faith and spiritual strength, a new set of laws will become available. Faith. I see. So just as I suspected earlier, this adaptation path or branch, tree, whatever, is not the only one. Or we go for order and discipline. A new set of laws will become available. Order. So, are you telling me I have the choice between a totalitarian society and a theocracy, or what? I mean, maybe you don't have to go all the way in either case, but Okay. So considering that the news of the fall of Winterhome is what now gives us this choice. Yeah, that probably means that the fall of Winterhome is unavoidable. What should we go for then? Order of Faith. I mean, if I had a choice, I would go for compassion, because order and discipline sounds too totalitarian to me, honestly. I do not want to end up in an Orwellian nightmare. Faith and spiritual strength is not exactly what I would identify with compassion, because compassion does not rely on faith. Like, not in the religious sense. So maybe we will go for faith because it's closer to compassion than is order and discipline? Does that make sense? Let's go for faith and spiritual strength and explore what that means. I have no idea what's coming. Purpose. I see. Okay. No, I can get behind purpose. House of Prayer. We need a place to practice our faith in peace. A new building, House of Prayer, Nobility Sermon. House of Prayer, the temple. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their hope. You will have to build 2 houses of prayer. How expensive is that? 30 wood and 10 steel, okay. Sermon. A short sermon will be delivered in places of worship. Hope will rise. Slightly. Well, I mean, that's a lot of choices we have here, right? But hey, it's a way to increase hope. And it will lead to evening prayers and to shrines. Right, it must lead to both, because there's no choice here. It's not like we can have the choice between dedicated houses of prayer and, you know, small familial shrines back at home in the houses of the people instead. Like, there's no choice here. Or maybe these shrines will be delocalized in the houses of the people then? I don't know. Evening prayers, shrines, okay. House of prayer. Wait, but the visuals here... I don't understand. The visuals here share both the faith and the order arts, right? The person holding the lantern on the right here was on the order path, which we didn't take. While the person holding the candle was on the faith path that we did take. So no matter which of those you pick, you get to the purpose tree? Oh, I guess the House of Prayer then is branching out towards the top for the faith path, and maybe something else is branching out towards the south for the order path. I see, okay. About those magic apprentices though. One day, 12 hours. House of Prayer. One day, 12 hours. Two houses of prayer, 60 wood, and it's something. But we have to raise hope again, right? I guess the medic apprentices will have to wait then. Houses of prayer will be built. We have almost 4 days. Good, I miss praying together. At last, we should have built a house of prayer long ago. Yeah, we couldn't. Temporary modifiers? Promise fulfilled. Desirable law. Two adults died. One promise broken. One unpopular decision? And fall of winter home. Man. What is this now? What? Well, I had 0 time to do anything, so you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. Yeah, great. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They have come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What? Are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Child's one of them. We have food in storage. What do you want? If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down, we're not going to die. The Londoners. Wow. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They will try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. Oh wow, so what you're telling me is I have 15 days to get the discontent down under a level that is unknown to me. Or maybe based on the discontent level, a different number of people will actually leave for London in 15 days? Is that what you're telling me? So the lower the discontent at the deadline, I guess, the better for me? Okay. Wait, what does that mean? Don't let Londoners disrupt this city. Remaining tendency. Many people may join the Londoners. Time left 14 days. Oh man. But hey, let me guess. If we had picked the order and discipline path, the same thing would have happened with all the faithful saying, oh, you think order and discipline is going to save us? What do you think? We are going to obey orders while everyone is still starving, or what? So I guess no matter what you pick, you always have this problem, right? Great. So yeah, one promise broken because of the friggin' weather. And we don't have steam level 2, so I don't even know how to heat tents higher than they are now, right? They have one heat by default. They are close enough to some kind of heat source so they get a +1, but what else can we do? So how could I have kept the promise of keeping their houses warm? I don't understand. Well. So coal is running low again. We have to probably redistribute people to work in coal mines. Well, this is already full. Wait, only the coal is in range? I thought the steel was also in range. Oh, man. Should I have built that one tile further towards the steel? Dang it. So what do we do now? Like, what's going on here? What's... Everybody's on a protest. Everybody's in the city. Great. Okay. Houses of prayer. How does that work? Faith. House of prayer. Oh, but it only highlights living spaces. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Oh, okay. And also the care house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tents. Plus the care house. So this is strictly better? I guess this is strictly better then. Wait, check the street situation. And so we need to build 2 houses of prayer, right? 3 days. Yeah, okay. 16 hours of coal left. We actually need to build another one of these resource outposts. Gathering posts. 5 steel, 15 wood. We have 0 steel. That's not good. Because we're not gathering any, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to fight the discontent cold at home. Dang it. So, House of Prayer. Do your thing. Actually, the location of some of these hunters' huts would have been better for Houses of Prayer now, in hindsight, but hey, you never quite know what you will need. Yeah, I really don't like that you cannot even consider and plan with range and building area and whatnot, like footprint on the ground, while you don't have enough resources to build the thing in theory. Build steelworks to start producing. Okay, so everything is unlocked, right? There's nothing else that we can do right now. If we want our researchers to do anything, we need to unlock the drawing boards. But we don't have enough wood. So the researchers should go gather wood. This is not wood. This is wood. Also coal is still a problem, right? Holy smokes! Why is the consumption going up? Because of the steam hubs, of course. The steam hubs are consuming more than the generator, of course. Well, that's not good. Yeah, every steam hub is consuming coal. Like half the amount of the generator. So with our overall 3 steam hubs, we more than doubled our coal consumption. That's insane. So, scouts, how about that convoy? Dang it. Man, how do we deal with anything here? The cookhouse has no people. Has no need for people because it doesn't have raw food. So we can send more people to gather coal. 3 sick absences, man. We're back to 3 steel. Okay. So, we unlocked the steelworks, right? Invalid placement location. I can literally build them exactly here or nowhere at all? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess that's a lot of choice. Will destroy resources, will destroy resources. Why? Well, I guess we need to wait for the sawmill to do its work and then move the sawmill a bit further to clear out the area. Is that... I don't really want to destroy wood. Which is silly, because... You know, building something there means they need to remove the wood. Why not just hand it over to the sawmill people anyway? Why does it destroy the resources? It's silly. Yeah, and people working the coal pile have a high risk of falling ill. So we cannot do the medic apprentices. We still need 7 hours. Oh man. Hold on, where's that house of prayer now? Oh, it's being constructed here. Okay, okay, okay. So, Scout have reached the large convoy. Pause. Survivors. This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They are weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to our city. Yes, we need more people. Explore. They sought Winterhome. Interesting. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us there... Is that a typo? Told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. Escort the survivors to the city. 18 workers, 27 workers, 18 engineers. Yeah, let's go back to the city. The scouts are carrying additional resources anyway. This is going to make everything just faster. 20 hours. 1 day and 5 hours. Automatons are sturdy enough to survive by themselves. The scouts cannot help them in any way. Interesting. So hold on, this view here, can we... Oh, we can rotate here. I guess this makes it easier to see what is happening where, right? Yeah, since we could not zoom here, I did not expect to be able to rotate here, but that's apparently wrong. Yeah, I mean, now the scouts will head back to the city. It will take them 20 hours, but I am willing to take that into account. Afterwards, they will head out back to the weather station. Okay. Well, that's good. More people means more people, right? We need more workers, we need more engineers, we need more everything. Almost 50 people, holy cow. We once again then will have no housing for them. Ah, so many problems with so many people. People, housing, tents, shelter, cemetery. What was that about? Medic apprentices. Another 4 hours. Okay. But coal is still the problem, right? We will run out of coal in 17 hours and the workers will not, like the new workers here will not arrive in time. So we need to reallocate a bit. Definitely fewer people here. Wait, what? Why? Can I not click on this? Okay, there we go. More people here. Would that in theory be enough? Not even that would be enough. We need more people doing coal. But so they said, a coal thumper working at full capacity should be able to provide enough coal for 2 gathering posts? That's what they said, right? Not adjacent to streets. Wait, are you kidding me? What? I don't understand. Why is this coal pile always green? Because it is in the range of that one already? How do I make sure that this one also touches it? Because with the steel wreckage I see the difference here. Like, placing it here is not in range, but that is. But having... I guess we build it here then. Because that would also mean it's in the range of that one, right? But that means we also need another street. Around here? Somehow? I don't know. More wood for more houses. Because there's going to be houses, people arriving very soon. People, tents. Wait, are you considered as connected to a street? Yes, you are. Okay. We still have 17 hours of coal left. But hold on, how am I to read this now? We have enough coal for 17 hours, assuming there is no coal being gathered within these 17 hours. Is that what it means? Because if we consume about 380 per day, which is 24 hours, and we have 280, it's a bit less than 24 hours, right? Like considerably less than 24 hours, but that's about 17 hours. So if within these 17 hours we do gather additional coal, it actually will last longer, right? Oh, but night is about to fall. Food rations also less than a day. Great. Man, everything is constantly on the brink of disaster, right? It's not just that episode 1 or 2 were special in that regard. Everything is a constant struggle here. Man. So, the Londoners. Hit me. Tell me. The Londoners are a group of people who are so frightened by the situation that they want to go back to London in a misguided belief that it's the only way to survive. People will join the Londoners when their hope level is low and leave them when it's high. Oh, I see what you're telling me. Okay. That actually answers some of my questions. Wait, but earlier they mentioned that the Londoners feed on discontent. What you're telling me now is that the Londoners feed on a lack of hope instead, which is different. The Londoners will challenge your rule, provoking conflicts and urging others to leave the city. The intensity of the conflict depends on the general condition of this society. What? Oh, I see. So when hope is rising, the tendency for the Londoners is going down, and their number is going down. But when hope falls, the number of Londoners is increasing. And that's the number of people that, I guess that's the number of people that will leave on the deadline. I see. So there's probably some inertia in there. So you cannot just have basically zero hope the entire time with the number of Londoners rising. And then on the deadline you have hope just jump to 100%. That would only cause the number of Londoners to drastically decrease, but when there's still enough on the deadline actually, they will still leave, right? So you cannot kind of trick the system in that sense. I guess that makes the most sense. So there is 12 Londoners, number of Londoners, the number of people who want to return to London. So now the question is, will we survive through the night? We have 17 hours of coal left. From 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is like 12 hours for the night. And then another 2 hours until the work shift starts is 14 hours. So that would cut it close regarding the coal, right? Because only when the workday starts again will we get any coal back into storage. But so what if, as a half measure, we would actually switch the steam hubs to working hours only, which makes it really harsh regarding living conditions, I guess. Or at least for some houses. Like over here. But that would reduce the amount of coal that we consume drastically. Okay, at least for the night, let's keep the steam hubs switched off. Oh, actually, they're still running for another 6 minutes. Okay. And so that's when the temperature is going to drop over here in these houses, right? Dang it. So many things that we need to take care of. Wait, where did our steel go? Oh, into the gathering post. I see. Where was the gathering post now? Man, I'm losing track of things. 2 hunters' huts adjacent? That's not what I was looking for. This is our new gathering post. So will it be in range for the coal? It should be in range for the coal, right? We need more people. 19 hours. Which is roughly when the next workday starts again, right? It's more like 14, but... So they arrive in the middle of the next workday. Well, let's look at this house of prayer then. Maybe that's at least some good news, I don't know.
Go rest all who can.
So many people are sick. Going to build. Man, it's not good. So that house of prayer thingy. Wait, pause. More than half our people have access to a house of prayer. People feel a lot better living near a house of prayer. It reminds them about their higher purpose and gives them hope. Oh, you don't need workers? Nice. Actually. Nice. What are you? Heating problems, cold homes. I know. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and ask you to address the problem. We tried to heat some homes last time, however, the weather... However, the weather did a thing. Yeah, we failed to keep them heated for 2 days. Let's heat all the homes. But so what's the weather forecast for 2 days? It's going to stay at -40, right? You will have to start heating 7 of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. 14 cold homes within 24 hours, and then keep that... No, that we're not going to do that. We will not manage that. Discontent will rise slightly. My issue is the only way out of this, while the temperature is so low, like the outside temperature is so low, the only way out that I see here is to increase the temperature of the generator, which requires us to unlock more tech, which requires us to unlock an entire tier of new tech, which requires more wood, which we don't have, and we don't have people to gather both coal and wood right now, and food. So 2 days, you say? I don't honestly think that I can manage that, because the group of people that is coming is still 17 hours away, which is almost a day. And then we have 1 day to gather the resources, do the technology, and actually increase the temperature of the reactor. And also have enough coal ready to actually feed the reactor, right? I'm sorry, but I cannot address this right now. I tried last time, I failed. I don't see it happening right now within like 24 hours or 2 days. I don't see this happening. I cannot address this right now. I mean, discontent is rising slightly. Temperate modifiers, promise broken. Right. House of Prayer. Needs steel that we don't have. And wood that we don't have. Great. Nothing's working right now. Let's go through fast game speed to cross the night, because I don't know what to do right now otherwise. Ascendancy rising. So, what's the coal situation then? We have coal for about a day? Hold on, what? Coal will last for 23 hours? Oh, because we switched off the heating during the night. Yeah. Okay, the coal situation is not going to be too critical then, but we need more steel for another House of Prayer. Guess we'll have to put the House of Prayer somewhere over here, so that it can reach like several of these houses maybe? Actually, the cookhouse is kind of in the way. This is where the House of Prayer needs to go. Wait, what? Wait, so we have a 23-hour cooldown on the shrine, on the faith path. Wait, and we have the same 23 hours here? Wait, was this cooldown not down to 0? To almost 0? Or is it because of the faith? Wait, the image changed. Do the images change, or am I tripping? Okay, so we do have the House of Prayer. We even have one built. Now we have the option for evening prayers. We shall meet and pray together to warm not only our bodies, but also our souls. New ability evening prayers. Each use raises hope and has a small chance of convincing a Londoner to stay. Shrines. Praying at shrines will give people the strength they need to take on arduous tasks every day. New building shrine. Shrines raise the hope of people working nearby. Shrines increase efficiency in nearby workplaces. You will have to build 3 shrines, 10 wood and 10 steel each. Interesting. But yeah, we're still on cooldown. So they're trying to force me to now heavily lean into this faith thing to increase hope, which is interesting. You see, as far as I can tell, that's the only way for me right now to actually actively increase hope. All the technologies in the tech tree here are more about managing discontent, as far as I can see. Or helping me, like with the heating, to fulfill promises which then might also increase hope. So I guess that's also good. But yeah, we need engineers, we need wood. We need people, we just need people. We need more people gathering steel, we need more people gathering coal. We need more people gathering wood. I mean, it's really good that we do have these sawmills now, right? But we don't have enough people to fully staff them. And in a way, actually having built 2 of the sawmills immediately was a bit of a waste. It wasn't obvious that I wouldn't be able to staff them. Oh, but we have 11 people gathering wood now. I guess that's not terrible. Which means we can send 1 more to steel. You see, I hope the fall of Winterhome is just going to disappear at some point. It says temporary, right? 96 people living near a house of prayer. Okay, so what's the wood and steel situation now? We have 10 people gathering wood, 2 people gathering steel. Wait, what? Is the gathering post done? It only has the steel in range? I'm so confused. Why? I guess we can withdraw the people from the steel wreckage and instead put them here. At least that way they're a tiny bit heated. Because this is not good. 8 people working under very cold conditions. That's really, really bad. I mean, cold is better than very cold, right? And once this steel has only 12 left? Are you kidding me? So after that, this gathering post will just have nothing. Great. So why was I bothering to build it so closely to the steam hub then? What a waste. So dismantling will give back steel. No, wait. I don't want to dismantle the steel hub. Yeah, I mean, you get most of the resources back. I guess that's fine. So that the remaining 12 steel can be gathered under cold rather than very cold conditions. What a waste. What a waste. Anyway, back to normal speed. Let's see, what is it that we're waiting for right now most urgently? Just the start of the workday, right? We need a couple of resources to build like another House of Prayer. We wait for the cooldowns on the laws to subside. We wait for additional wood to unlock tier 2 so that we can increase the heating so that people will not die. Yeah, this coal pile is a problem. It's not good that people are working here. We don't even have enough people to staff all of our hunters' huts. Nobody's in the cookhouse. Food will become an immediate problem very soon, right? Okay, let's go with fast game speed until the workday starts. And it actually said at 5 AM it resets to normal game speed. Let's test that. It does. Okay. London has gained more followers. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. I see. Not good. 14 days. But honestly, I don't know what it means to disrupt the city. Does it mean I will fail that quest if a single person leaves for London? That sounds insane to me. Wait, what? Oh, the Steam Hub will only start working at 8. I see. I mean, they cannot possibly mean that, right? But then on the other hand, I have 14 days left to reduce their numbers. That's a lot of days, considering we're only on day 16. Wait, how? Oh, we still have 3 days to build the second House of Prayer. Okay. Considering that in 8 hours we'll have more people, more wood, importantly more wood and more food, it should be fine. Still don't know what that means here. One automaton. No, that's not technology, this is technology. Industry. Factory. Yeah, you see there's a lot of automaton stuff here in the factory. Streamline prostheses. Optimized prostheses. Streamlined automatons and automaton integration. Medical automatons, engineer automatons, so they will be workforce? Wow. Holy cow. Wait. Outpost depot on tier 2? Ooh, more scouts on tier 1. Lighter scout sleds? Meaning they're faster? Cool. Generator efficiency upgrade on tier 2. Yeah, we really need to upgrade our technology tree here. We need the drawing boards. So in about 8 hours we will have people and wood to do stuff, right? So let's continue with game time. Or maybe actually, we have to get organized, we have to do something. I wonder if our captain really has a plan. I do not. That London has gained more followers, more people want to go to London due to low hope. Oh man. One of our people died due to lack of treatment. Because, yeah, these places cannot work during the night because that thing is not actually operating. Can we turn this one on just because it's so that it can treat the cold, treat the people? Yeah. But hey, a lot of things happened. The workday is about to start. Before I get enwrapped too deeply once again, I think I will end the episode here. A lot of interesting stuff happened. We learned about Winterhome. We were forced to make a decision between order and faith. More and more of the mechanics here in the game start to remind me of things I know from Civilization. Having a technology tree, having a civics tree, making these broad decisions in terms of lawmaking. I mean, it kind of makes sense, because it is, after all, the attempt to simulate some kind of society here. I mean, okay, this is a society under extreme conditions, under extreme pressures from all sides. Lack of resources, freezing cold. But somehow I did not expect the general ideas behind the game to remind me so much of Civilization. I really expected more something like, I don't know, is it Caesar 3? Good old Caesar 3? You build some houses, some people come in, and you give them some work, and then you start like producing stuff. I thought resource management with like a million different resources, with like cloth and I don't know. I mean, okay, we have coal and steel and wood, but come on, it's like manageable. It's like 4 resources that we have access to right now, plus 2 varieties of food, then like 3 types of workforce, maybe children, maybe not. Maybe soon children as apprentices, maybe automatons as workforces. But I really expected more like resource production chains being a thing, I guess, is where I'm mostly surprised by. So like there's no chains of producing wheat, making beer to supply to your city, to your people, to satisfy their needs, like is in Anno, for example. Or to provide like 8 different kinds of entertainment and food and wine and I don't know what else, and faith and religion and stuff to all your people. It's kind of boiled down to the bare necessities to make you feel like you're doing kind of that. But it's not only that. You know, the resource numbers that we have in storage for steel and wood, they are always really low. Once we have stuff, we kind of immediately make use of it. Coal is around 200 right now, but it's not gonna last forever, right? We are consuming a lot of coal, and we need to gather a lot of coal. We're constantly low on people. We never had 0 people sick, I guess. We constantly have people die from the working conditions, from the cold, from being ill and not treated and whatnot. I'm really wondering what a playthrough looks like when you know the game well enough to actually foresee the kinds of problems that you will face, so that you have nobody die. Wow, I cannot imagine what that looks like. Probably a lot more optimization on a lot of levels. When it comes to building placement, when it comes to resource management, like you wouldn't make mistakes like this. You wouldn't build a gathering post closer to a Steam hub, ignoring the fact that it basically has 0 resources in range. So dumb. Well, I mean, in 7 hours, things are going to be better. We just have more people, we can staff more of our buildings, we can get more resources, more food, more everything. But until then, I guess I thank you all for watching, and I hope you will join me again in the next episode.